Hey, me and Tony are back once again for another episode of CNT Talking Tigers. We talking bowl game, we talking recruits, we talking new OC. But hey, let's enter the Tiger Den. This is CNT Talking Tigers. Let's go.
This is CNT Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football. It's what we do. Welcome to the Tiger Den.
And welcome to the Tiger Den. Welcome to CNT Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football. It's what we do. Happy holidays to everybody that's out here watching on this holiday season. I am, of course, Courtney Chandler, and there's my main man, Tony Milford, right there to the right of me. And hey, we just hope you all have a blessed holiday season, and we thank y'all for joining us to talk some Auburn football today. We got a lot to talk about on this episode. But like always, as you can see, the ticker right there. Make sure you follow us on social media, Instagram and Twitter, CNT Talking Tigers. You see that ticker right there going across the screen at this very moment. Before we get started, Tony, gotta ask, man, how was your holiday season? How was your Christmas? Everybody, what y'all do? How y'all enjoy a holiday?
Man, first of all, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Festivus to the rest of us.
Right.
Happy Kwanzaa.
That's right.
All that good stuff. I had a good holiday, man. I got 3 kids, so as long as my kids happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean? So my twins were ecstatic. They loved everything they got. My oldest, she was good. So all I did was rest and relax and put together toys.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that, especially when you got the little ones. You know, it's all about them at a point in life, so it ain't about us no more.
I'm Santa Claus now, so you know.
Yeah, you got the beard and everything, man.
Ho.
Well, hey, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this episode. It's been a lot that happened in all football playing since the last time we have chatted it up. Last time we had Bub and the old man on here, and we had a blast. Thank y'all so much for watching and enjoying that. But since then, we've had a lot that happened on the plains. And the first thing we got to address, Tony, is we got a new OC, and his name is Austin Davis. He was the passing coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, passing coordinator for the one only Russell Wilson, to be exact, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL currently right now. Played for Southern Miss during his college days and broke all type of records there. Played, had a pretty decent tenure at the NFL. Played with a couple of different teams, the Seahawks and the Rams, most notably are the two that I remember and recognize him with. But he will be the new offensive coordinator starting next season. So this is a lot of people had him on the board. There's been a lot of positive things that have been said about him so far. So Tony, how you feel about Austin Davis coaching up the offense moving forward?
I'm cool with it. I like it. Austin Davis, I remember Austin Davis in his Southern Miss days. He was a heck of a quarterback. I'm quite sure he can help us develop our quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, to be better prepared to run our, more pro-style offense. I'm not sure if he's going to be running, if he's going to be more of the play caller, if Harson's going to be calling plays, or if he's just going to be calling plays based off Harson's offense. Because I think right now, during the bowl practice, the guys are really, really liking what they see out of their offense compared to what Bobo was doing. Mm-hmm. So I think Austin Davis is just going to come in and pick up where Harson's left off after the bowl game. And I think his job might be more so of developing our quarterbacks and just probably game planning more than anything, putting together a solid game plan on Saturdays in an NFL style, scripting plays. So we're gonna see. He's gonna take Harson's offense and just try to NFL it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be good for the program as a whole to start bringing in guys that have NFL aspirations and that can be developed for the next level, and to run some pro style schematics at Auburn would be a benefit for the program. Should see an uptick in recruiting with going this route because Gus, I know we mentioned a lot about the last regime, but we're only a year removed from that. But Gus's recruiting wasn't always conducive to NFL translation. It didn't always translate to NFL potential. He was recruiting for what he needed in his system. So with those days are gone now. So I'm looking forward to my man Austin Davis. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Hopefully he'll be a big help to Holden and Dominique Davis. So I'm excited about it, man. I'm always a fan of young coaches because recruiting, you know what I'm saying? You get those young coaches in there that can vibe and relate to the young players that they're recruiting. And you get a lot of energy in the program. You bring some NFL, some NFL schematics to the program. I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm a Harsin guy until it gives me a reason not to be. And this is just another step in the right direction that I think to changing the image of the Auburn program and making it much better.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's definitely a Harsin hire. I don't think it's a more of a how can I put this the best way? A more of a political of trying to put someone in for who the program thinks he needed. This is definitely a Harsin hire, and getting who Harsin thinks should be over as the offensive coordinator. And you made a good point. We're hearing reports that a lot of the guys are liking how Harsin is calling the offense right now. Notably, TJ Finley has been enjoying how he's been calling the offense at this very moment. And it's Austin Davis can just come in and just develop the quarterback. I think that's the most important thing. We have I think we have a lot of potential at quarterback, but they have to be developed. And for that style that Harsin wants to play, I think that Austin Davis can lead and direct this or that quarterback of how the style that Harsin wants to play, and how he wants to have these quarterbacks coached. So I think it's definitely a smart hire. It's a good hire. I don't know about it's great at the moment because we still have to see how it turns out on the field. But right now, I'll say it's a smart and good hire. And I'm happy that Harsin, got his guy, and I'm happy that he got someone that he can feel comfortable with.
I tell you like this, one thing I realized from this program, I've seen the hires, the transfers. Brian Harsin, Alan Green made Brian Harsin the head coach and made sure he let Brian Harsin know that, hey, this is your thing. You run this show. You make the calls. You do it. You can tell this is Alan Green wasn't coached on hiring Brian Harsin. Brian Harsin ain't being coached on what moves to make within his program because the guys he brought in, the guys he's bringing in, those you can tell those are his moves. The guys he let go as far as Bobo, Kenise Williams, those are his moves. Bo Nix and Patrick coming in trying to raise up Kane. Hey, get the dough, Jack. He ain't even that good to be making them kind of calls. So keep it kicking. So I'm all for Harsin, man. Harsin got us going in the right direction, and this is just another step in the right direction for me. We'll have to see what kind of recruiter he is, but hey, that's just. I mean, we didn't know what kind of recruiter Cadillac was until we gave him a job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know what kind of recruiter Zach Enthers was,
or Trayvon Reed.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. What kind of recruiters these guys are until you put them out there on the trail. So LSU took this route and it worked out for them with Joe Brady, with Joe Burrow and Joe Brady. So hopefully it'll work out for them.
You're right. And speaking of recruiting, we got to make mention. Since last time we talked, we landed a huge recruit. Go ahead and throw it up on the screen here. A couple huge recruits. But the one that really stick out, this man right here, Jeffrey Emba, aka Thanos. Number one JUCO recruit in the whole country. This man is a monster.
One thing about Auburn, for as long as I can remember, boy, we're gonna go in that junior college. We're gonna strike gold, boy.
Right, you ain't
we're
never
gonna go to that junior college. Well, we go to that junior college route. We hit, but when we hit on one of them, but hey, I mean the biggest recruit in Auburn football history, probably maybe came from the junior college, right? When I talk about him, it just brings a smile to my face. Boy, I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen that. So I ain't never seen nothing like that young man. Woo! Cameron Jarrell Newton. Boy,
that
you was
man
one
was
of
special.
one. That boy was one of one. You never seen nothing like it before. You never seen nothing like it again.
Never.
You can write it down. You ain't gonna never see another. Boy, that man took a bag of He took a bag of chicken and made chicken salad. You hear me? He took a bag of chicken
and it brought the size.
You better talk to me. I'm talking about for real now. But yeah, Jeffrey Emba, man. Hopefully Jeffrey comes in, and I don't want to put too high of expectations on him, but I need a Derrick Brown effect.
Mm-hmm. You got the number.
I need you to be out there dominating week in and week out. You need to show up. They need the game plan for 5. I need you to be double teamed, and I'm gonna need you to beat some of them double teams too. Cause the last 5 we had, he was a motherfucker.
He was a monster.
He was a motherfucker.
SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
That boy didn't play. Now we done had some bad 3 techniques down there, like I said. And then like Nick Fairley, Derrick Brown, Nick Fairley. We done had some showstoppers down there. And Jeffrey is in the mold of those guys. He can shut the run game down, and he can collapse the pocket, rushing the pass. I am excited about this front. I'm excited. I was a little worried about losing Rodney Garner last year. Now I wanted to see how, because we was recruiting very well along the defensive line. But Big Nick Eason ain't missing no beats, man. I like the way our defensive line played. Defensive line played tremendous last year, and adding Mbot to the mix, Kate Story, guys like that. Hey, I'm big things happening. So yeah, Big Jeffrey, man, that was a big pickup right there.
Huge pickup. Put us thinking either 12 or 13 right now in recruiting. So we almost right there in that top 10, which we was all hoping and praying for. So hoping we can crack into it real soon in maybe next 2 months. But along with Jeffrey Emba, we also had another big name coming to the Plains. Not a recruit, but a transfer. Jayson Jones from Oregon.
Come on home, boy. Come on home.
Come on.
I refereed that boy when he was in high school. I refereed that boy when he was in junior high and in high school up there at Calera.
That's right.
That was a bad man. That was a bad young man. And he might be going back to the other side of the ball. He might be going to outfield. But I like him on defense.
I like him on defense too.
I like him on defense too, though. I don't want him to switch him. I want him to stay, because if we can get him and Jeffrey in the same, that's 2 guys coming in with experience. It's not like 2 high-profile freshmen. These are 2 guys who've already played ball, and you know what I'm saying, have been entrenched in the college program, and they're ready to go. So man, that defensive line just got bigger, deeper, and tougher. And that's exactly what we need. That's what we need up front. We need a nastiness.
That's so true.
In the SEC, you're going to win and lose up front.
Mm-hmm.
And we were 6-6 last year, and a lot of that had to do with our offensive line.
That's right.
A lot of it had to do with poor coaching in the second half of games, offensive play caller, offensive coordinator, but a lot of it had to do with the offensive line. Defensive line held their own. I was really impressed with our defense, especially our front. I like those guys. We rotated in a lot of guys. We got some good depth. We just added some playmakers, some big time performers. I'm excited about it, but But like I said, you win and lose games in the SEC in the trenches on both sides of the line, and we just got better on the defensive line. Offensive line, I need you to step your game up.
Yeah, I agree. And you had talked about this, because at first I was like, we need, more skill player, but you told me, man, we can just get the offensive line, defensive line together, we'll be fine, and the skill players will be there. And I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. And like you said, we need the offensive line. If we can get there some solid offensive linemen, this team will really be a dangerous force. We already dangerous on defense. I mean, we seen the name.
You can't do nothing without offensive line, man. I don't care. I don't care how good your team is, man. Just like I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and we had a quarterback, Tony Romo. I think the world of Tony Romo. I think the world. Tony Romo was a tremendous quarterback, and the best of Tony Romo was yet to come. And we got shortchanged because he got injured, because we didn't have the offensive line to protect Tony Romo. And he got beat up a lot. And Dak Prescott is reaping the benefits of Tony Romo's demise. We went out and drafted Tyron Smith to help Tony Romo. We drafted a Zach Martin to help Tony Romo. Travis Frederick to help Tony Romo. Tony Romo got hurt. Now Dak Prescott is a benefactor of one of the best offensive lines in football, because you have to have an offensive line. The best teams in football have solid offensive lines. You look at the past couple of Super Bowl winners. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they had a great offensive line last year.
Yep.
The year before that, the Kansas City Chiefs had one of the best offensive lines in football. You look at college football, Alabama continuously has one of they turn out some of the best linemen in college football. They've tried to put together some of the best lines in football. That's why they have the yards and the points that they put up, because they have the requisite linemen to do the job. There's a reason why Wisconsin puts up yards, have running backs put up tremendous numbers that they put up, because they have offensive lines. At the offensive line, Wisconsin, those, you know what I'm saying? It all starts up offensive defense, and we just improved on defense tremendously with these last two pickups, and we just got to keep churning out. We just got to keep grinding to get those offensive linemen in the mix. I know we might have missed out on Bobo by firing his dad. I don't know. We're gonna keep his son.
It's all good. Nah, he going to Georgia.
Yeah, I thought he probably went on home to Georgia. So, but
it's all good.
We hit on a couple of linemen already. We got the one out of Auburn that I really wanted, so I'm not tripping. So we just gotta keep building, man. It starts up front, and I'm excited. We got a great offensive line coach. We just got to keep getting them the talent. As long as we can get them the talent, Will Friend gonna know what to do with them.
Oh yeah. So hey, we're excited what's happening in recruiting. It's looking very, very good right now. Hopefully we can finish out this recruiting season strong. We got February, and then hopefully
we still got some targets left on.
We still got some.
Katie Story, we still got to look forward to him in February. I still think he coming on home.
And Trevante Citizen too.
Yeah, that's coming. So we still got a couple of big pieces to bring, a couple of big fish to land, man. So this recruit class could finish out with, in the top 10, which is crazy that we'd be in the top 10 in the nation and still be in the bottom half of our own conference.
Right. Just show you how tough the SEC is.
You got to come up with it, boy.
You got to come with it. When you got Missouri and Kentucky making noise in the recruiting too.
Missouri and Kentucky, man. I'm talking about Missouri and Kentucky, man.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is now that you even got to fight Missouri and Kentucky. Bro, it's
Kentucky in particular. Kentucky ain't no joke. Missouri,
man, look, bro, it's about Alabama, Georgia, A&M. Them three right there, they gonna be up there. Then you got LSU. Then you got Lane. Then you got Florida. That's 6. Now you add in these two, and then Tennessee still get they boy. Bro, that's the whole conference just recruiting like hell.
Right.
Hey, year in and year out, the best of the best coming out the SEC, man.
Coming out the SEC.
It is what it is, man. I mean, it's like everybody else has one team that's doing like, man, we got 7 or 8 teams that recruit at the highest levels
And
what
not
it
to
is.
mention that Texas and Oklahoma will be members soon, and
And
that's
you know what I'm saying? That's two more blue bloods and
right.
5-star, man. Now we just gonna be even deeper in recruiting,
Mm-hmm.
man. Hey, that's why if you can't recruit, you can't compete.
You sure can't. Sure can't. Well, hey, let's move on. We talked about recruiting, but we know our team has a bowl game on tomorrow. We're not gonna talk what the name of the bowl game is because yeah, we had enough of that with Bubba last episode. They are playing a bowl game in tomorrow here in Alabama. Y'all can see it on the screen. There you go. Against the Houston Cougars. This is a good Houston team. Not gonna lie, right now number 20th in the country, gave Cincinnati a little bit of problems and they went to the college football playoffs. So it's not like this is gonna be a cupcake. So Tony, just from what you've seen from Houston, what do you think Auburn got to do to pull out this win and have a winning record over 500 for this season?
I'm nervous. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm nervous simply because of how Gus used to have us ill prepared for bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being ill prepared for bowl games and go out here and fall on our face.
Yeah, that's true.
Houston is not a pushover.
Not at all.
And Auburn is not a powerhouse.
Fortunately, not at all.
That's a recipe for the Now you better believe they down there ready. I'm talking about chomping at the bit to say they be the SEC team.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to say they be the SEC team in its own state.
Yep.
They gonna say Auburn basically had a home game, and we went in there and beat them in Alabama.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm nervous because of the last regime and how we looked at bowl games. I'm nervous because Houston is a really good football team.
Right.
Now, should we beat Houston? Yes, we should. But we should have beat South Carolina. We should have beat Mississippi State. We should have beat Alabama.
Yeah.
We should have beat A&M.
Should beat Penn State.
Should have beat Penn State.
Yeah.
Only somebody that we lost to that we really shouldn't have beat was Georgia. They beat the hell out of us.
Yeah.
And they went up there and choked to death against Alabama, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm nervous. Like we should have beat teams already. But Bo Nix is not there. Mike Bobo is not there. Demetrius Davis might start this game. I'd be very excited if he does. I think Harsin, this is going to show us what Harsin's all about right here. This is going to be a test. If the team comes out flat, unprepared, and we get our ass kicked, Harsin might not be the guy. If this team comes out sharp, full of fire, execute, and wins this game like we're supposed to, then it's another reassurance for me that we're heading in the right direction. But we can't lose this game. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We can't lose this game, bro. We gotta, for the sake of, you want to go with some momentum going into next year. You know what I mean? You want to go into the spring and recruit. You already we warmed up on the recruiting trail. You don't want to get all that momentum with your recruit and go ahead and lay an egg in this bowl game. Now you got to go into the spring, talking about how you're coming off a losing season. Harson's first season it was a loser. You don't want to deal with all that. So to avoid all that, man, let's just go in here and let's just play Auburn football. Harson, call your offense the way you want to run it. This your show.
Yes.
This chance to show us you do your thing how you want it. Derek Mason, let's keep that defense playing like they played at the end of the year. Man, let's put these people in their place, man. Because I'm talking about these boys, they coming in rocking. This could be a big deal for them. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a big deal for them.
And they trying to make a statement.
Cincinnati in the playoff. We almost beat them. No, we can beat Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta put our foot on their throat tomorrow. We gotta put our foot on their throat tomorrow. The key for me, like I used to say just about every week, the offensive line, man. The offensive line can open up holes. I believe Tank and Jarquez is gonna have a big day tomorrow. If the offensive line does its job, feel like we're gonna lean on the running game a little bit, open up with a little play action pass. I look for the tight ends and the receivers to be open in play action. I look for us to run the ball, establish the ground game, and I think we're gonna just out physical them tomorrow. I'm looking to physically manhandle these boys tomorrow. I'm looking for a 35-17 Auburn win tomorrow.
Ooh. Hey, that's a big score right there. But hey, I like the confidence. I kind of like you. I think with the offensive line and the running game go, I think that's where the team's gonna go. I do think that this is a must win. Much as a must win as the last game was. And they have to show up. I mean, it's just point blank period. I'm not as nervous as you are about them playing, because I think Harsin has kind of changed that mindset of coming in and being prepared for games like this.
I agree with you on that.
So I'm not necessarily so much nervous about them. I think he kind of have read them, or he's reading them of the old regime of not showing up against top tier opponents when people write you out. So I think they're definitely gonna show up, even though it's a lot of players that are not playing. I think they still gonna come up and show up strong. I think it's gonna be a very competitive game. But at the end of the day, I think the SEC out dominates this team, this Houston team, the good team. So I'm gonna say Auburn 31, Houston 17. I'm gonna give them a 2-touchdown lead, and I do think Houston,
That's basically the same score out here. You acting like I just
had 35. Man, you had three.
You like I had old ridiculous ass score or something. You got 4 less points than me, man.
You had 35, man.
All you did was kick a field goal one time instead of scoring a touchdown. This man got the same damn score I got. They're gonna act like I'm ridiculous.
All right, we can give a 2-touchdown lead.
But you know what though? I think Auburn might have a little bit of an advantage with Harsin calling the plays for this bowl game, because what they've seen on film all year won't be there because Mike Bobo's not there. So they can't pick up on tendencies. They can't say this is what they'll do on first and 10. They can't say this is what we'll do on third down, third and short. We don't have any tendencies on film right now. Now, unless they went back and watched Harsin's last couple of seasons at Boise State or something and judged off that. But as far as this team, this season, Houston doesn't really have anything to go off of because it's they don't, everything that they seen on film is going to pretty much be out the window tonight. Tomorrow, because Harsin's doing things a lot different.
Yeah, I agree. And even with Boise State, I don't even think he was the offensive coordinator. I think he just, had that system. So it's going to be hard for them to pick up on tendencies and what he's trying to do on the field. So I think that's another, good point. And this defensive line, these players on defense, they still are, in my opinion, probably the backbone of this team. So I don't think Houston has seen anything like this. The closest they might have seen is probably Cincinnati. Well, I forgot who they played their first game. They lost one game before they lost to Cincinnati. It was somebody else they lost to. I can't remember.
I got it at the house. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember who is necessarily, but I do know Cincinnati did probably was one of their toughest defensive teams they played. But
not about it.
Yeah, but hey, this SEC.
They over there in the AAC. They ain't playing too many tough defenses.
No, and then you go into the Big 12, but they don't play defense. So
exactly. So, two teams that would have a half with defense, they finna leave anyway.
Right. unless you Baylor, and they the only team that actually got somewhat of a defense. But yeah, so hey, we got them. We got Auburn winning this game by at least 2 touchdowns. If you're out there and you watching the show, hey, give us your predictions of the game in our comments. We'd love to see them, or on our social media websites, on Instagram and on Twitter. Hey, drop us some predictions on what you think that's going to be the game. So yeah, we want to hear from y'all. So make sure y'all definitely respond, drop some comments, drop some likes. Let us know that you're watching. We're doing good so far. We got that's on check. We got 74 subscribers. We trying to get that 100. Hey, we rolling. So we are excited. So hey, thank y'all once again watching CNT Talking Tigers. You know what to do. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube, CNT Talking Tigers. Until then, man, hey, y'all have a happy holiday season. Tony, you got anything else you want to add before we wrap up and we send them home, get ready for this game tomorrow?
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. War Day, amigo. Happy New Year. We'll see y'all next episode, post-bowl game.
Yes, sir. War Eagle. We'll see y'all soon.